Hey everybody, welcome back to my BakeLikeAPro YouTube channel. In today's really fun video, we're going to make some really good chocolate chip cookies. So for our recipe today, we're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, and whenever you're measuring brown sugar, you want to make sure that you're packing it into your measuring cup. 1 cup of chocolate chips, a half a cup of vegetable shortening, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, and our last ingredient, a half a teaspoon of baking soda. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. I'm starting off with my vegetable shortening in my bowl, and that is at room temperature, so it's very soft. And now I'm just going to get all of my brown sugar right in. It's good to just break that up with a fork. That's good. I'll grab my mixer. Just speed number 1. I'm going to start breaking everything down. So I basically want to start creaming this together. Right away, I can add my egg. That's just going to give this a little bit more moisture and help everything out. So at this point, I don't want to go fast. Just slowly break everything down. You can see how quickly this is coming together. Now I'm just going to increase my mixer. Okay, that's good. Slow my mixer down again. I'm going to pour in my vanilla. This is a really simple recipe. Okay, that's good. And now we can sift in our dry ingredients. So I always like to sift. That is my all-purpose flour, our salt, and our baking soda. That's perfect. Grab my mixer, speed number 1, and just slowly start mixing all of this together. As you're mixing, you can just bring your mixer up on the sides of your bowl to get all of that flour that's on the side. Okay, that's nicely mixed, and then we'll just get all of our chocolate chips in there. Speed number 1 again, and I'm just going to mix until incorporated. And that's good. Perfect. I do have my oven set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I get a lot of questions about this. Do I have to preheat my oven? Yes, if you're making cookies or cakes, always make sure that at this point, when you're basically finished the recipe, that your oven is at the temperature that is indicated in the recipe. So for today's recipe, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So at this point in time, your oven should be hot and ready to go at that specific temperature. I'll get my little cookie scoop. Let's start getting this down. I've just got a tray, and it has a little silicone mat. You can use parchment paper as well, or if your little tray is non-stick, you can go directly right onto the tray without any problem at all. You don't have to oil. So I do get that question a lot. People will ask me, do I have to oil the tray? If you're using a non-stick tray, you do not need to oil it. There's enough fat in the cookies that they won't stick. The secret is not to leave the cookies on the tray too long after you've brought them out of the oven. If you leave them there too long, the fat starts to set and then it sticks to your tray. So I do have my oven ready to go, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pop these into the oven, I'll bake them off. I'm going to do the whole batch and then I'll come back. So at this point I have baked off my first batch. I'll show you those at the end of the video. I have just done another one here, but I want to show you a different way. You can just push the cookies down. So in the first batch, we just left them in the little round ball. I'm just going to push these a little bit. And I'll pop these into the oven, and then I'm going to come back and show you all of them. I just thought I would show you the last ones that I did, just removing them from the tray while they are still hot, just like that. So now I'm going to just let all of them cool down, and then I'll come back. So here we are again at the end of another video. I've baked off all of my cookies, and I counted them before, and I've got a total of 22. The smaller ones that you see here are the ones that I didn't push down with my fork, and then I've got the other ones that I pushed down with my fork. I just wanted to show two different ways that you can do it, and you can see that visually you get a much different cookie. All of my cookies here were baked at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for exactly 10 minutes. So right now all of the cookies are cool. I'm just going to take one of the ones that we didn't push down, and I'm just going to open it up, and you can see very, very nice and moist. So this cookie is completely cool, and you can see how nice it is. So that's number one. And then we'll go into a thinner one here, the one that we pushed out. And you can see here as well. Really nice. And this one as well is cool. Look at that. So it really depends on if you want a thicker cookie or a thinner cookie. Push these ones out. These were not pushed out. That's really, really good. I had to actually force myself not to take one before I finished off the video today. So that's it for my really fast video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. And if you're on Facebook, you can check me out at facebook.com/BakeLikeAPro. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Yum.